Hello aspirants, myself Kirtana Busa. I have appeared for interview in 2018. We at Narayana IAS Academy have come up with mains module to facilitate your answer writing. Important topics for the coming mains 2019 are picked, and all the important points required to cover the topic are provided in a simple and lucid manner. We are taking these points from multiple sources so that you will get sufficient points to use in the mains exam. We are also taking extreme care to provide good structure to the topic. Hope our efforts will benefit you. Having said this, let us move to an important topic today, that is the National Mineral Policy 2019. The Indian government has come up with a new National Mineral Policy that replaced the earlier 2008 policy. This new policy pertains to non-coal and non-fuel mineral, says that a major outcome expected from the policy proposals is to increase the production of major minerals by 200% in 7 years. The target is also tied to the current government's Make in India initiative and to boost India's economic growth. So we look into what is the National Mineral Policy and what are the provisions under this. Minerals are a valuable natural resource, being the vital raw material for the core sectors of the economy. Exploration, extraction and management of minerals have to be guided by the national goals and perspectives. So what is there in the policy? Introduction of right of first refusal for reconnaissance permit and prospecting license holders for encouraging the private sector to take up exploration. So it has introduced right of first refusal for reconnaissance to promote the private sector exploration. To promote private sector exploration, encouragement of merger and acquisition of mining entities and the transfer of mining leases. And the third point is creation of dedicated mineral corridors to boost private sector mining areas and granting status of industry to the mining activity. It also focuses on using the existing infrastructure, that is, focus on using waterways, coastal waterways and inland shipping for evacuation and transportation of minerals. So we can say that efficient use of resources, incorporation of e-governance, IT-enabled system, awareness and information campaigns. These will bring transparency and accountability in the process. It also introduces the concept of intergenerational equity that deals with the well-being not only of present generation but also the future generations to come. So the policy has taken into consideration the intergenerational equity, and there is an opportunity to private sector to auction the unused reserved areas given to the PSUs. So the opportunity is given to the private sector to auction the unused reserved areas which are given to the PSUs. Long-term import-export policy, this brings about the sustenance in the policy. Indian Bureau of Mines and state directorates of mining and geology will be strengthened to ensure the enforcement of mining plans. Not only that, effort shall be made to establish a mining tenement system which will involve automating the entire concession life cycle using state-of-art IT systems. Environmental concerns are also addressed in this policy, that is prevention and mitigation of adverse environmental effects due to mining in accordance with the latest scientific norms and modern afforestation practices. So it wants to prevent and mitigate the adverse impact the mining is having on the environment. The right to fair compensation and transparency in land acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act 2013 will be followed from time to time. So it is giving assurance for rehabilitation and resettlement according to the Act 2013. Welfare of tribal communities, devolution of mining benefits to the project affected areas. This is an important point which prevents the concentration of wealth and also upholds. This is an important point which prevents the concentration of wealth and also upholds the rights of communities to have their right and fair share in the community resources. So one more principle of the active principles of state policy is upheld through this point. Safety of mines and mine workers, mineral security and research and development. All these points are taken into consideration in the policy. And so, after having so many things added in the policy, what is the outcome of this policy? The outcomes expected from these policy proposals are Mineral Conservation and Development Rules 2017, minerals by 200% in 7 years. That is, this is nothing but increasing the production of minerals by 200% in 7 years and decreasing the trade deficit in mineral sector by 50% in 7 years. These are the outcomes expected from these policy proposals. The success of this national mineral policy will be critical in propelling India onto a loftier development trajectory. Successful implementation of this policy shall be ensured by achieving a national consensus among various key stakeholders and their commitment to fulfill its objectives and principles. This is all about national mineral policy. Hope this video is helpful. Thank you and all the best.